In this video, we're gonna talk about why your map is not having enough players. All right. So I made more than 18 game and I would like to share my experience with you. This video is not gonna be edited. It's gonna be like raw video, pure my knowledge, pure my experience. I will share this all knowledge with you for free. And if you want to have more players in your map, if you want to get more attention, if you want to earn from UFN, you probably need to listen, right? So I realized most people, like 90% doesn't earn from UFN. And the main reason is just because actually the algorithm is almost like a YouTube. What YouTube wants is you click the video and you make them watch the video long enough. So it's same. The Fortnite is also same algorithm. And you have a thumbnail. If 100 people see your thumbnail and if only one people click your game, only one people has a chance to play. And if you have a 10% of CTR, make easy mathematics. Now you have a 10 players. What did you do is you just change the thumbnail. It's just a picture. It's it doesn't take a years, and like you spend hours and days for the game, but your thumbnail is terrible and you get 10 times less people. Just focus on your thumbnail, right? It's same as a YouTube. However, that's not the only case. Retention, like people clicks, but if they're playing, if they're watching your YouTube video enough, probably this video, the retention is not gonna be big because I don't edit. It's a raw video. People doesn't like to watch raw video. People they don't want to learn something. They want to be fun, excited, whatever they want to feel, emotion. But the less people just want to learn. I hope you're still watching. So you are that person. You want to learn why your map is terrible. I mean, be honest. We have mistakes, and that's why people don't play or watch, right? And if you improve it one by one, now we have better chances because not only individuals creating a map, also big companies. They spend more money, they spend more time, they have more skills. Like the competition is very high. All right. So what I was saying is just YouTube and the Fortnite is very similar algorithm. So we need to make them click, we need to make them play enough retention, and we need to make them come often. So it's a big deal. Like, and the second thing I want to talk about, the most people have this mistake is people don't think about the first person. Like what I mean by first person, when people join your game is empty. Like 90% of the maps are empty. And even I want to play that map, I want to play your map. And I wait 5 minutes and no one come. And what's gonna happen is quit. And you need to make something to make them wait. I don't think they wait long enough. And just you need to maybe bring more players. I don't know, maybe advertising or social media. So your map, like one of first map, I got like 11 minutes, which is very surprising. And because that time the lobbies was full, and now and it's like 3 minutes because people don't wait even 3 minutes. Just a simple. And what happens is people close the video, people close the game, and when this close happens, the algorithm get the signals. This game is not good enough. So we have to think about, I think, very basic but very important. Like when first player comes to game, what's gonna happen? He has some boats, he has some things to do, he has a mission, he has a friends to join. I don't know. Somehow he needs to have a goal. Then that's why I was thinking like create a single player game, but multiple how do you say that? Can be multiple game as well, not only single player. Start with single player, but if the second player joins, it's even more fun. So multiplayer support. So this is the second thing I want to talk. The first is the main algorithm is very similar to YouTube. We want to make them click. We want to make them retention, keep playing, and we want them to come often. So that's why when we look at the most successful games, the retention is 7 days retention is like 50%, 60%. What? Like 7 days later, the players come back. How crazy is? Okay. And the second one, what we said is the first people mind. Like what's gonna happen to first people when they join? Do they have a goal? Like it has to be supported by multiple people and the single player. Or it's gonna be busy with both, whatever. This is the second, very important. I realize that. What else? Well, because this video is not scripted. I'm just open the camera and talking about this, right? So third one, I would say perfectionist. Let's talk about that. I see perfectionist. Maybe someone around you is watching me as a perfectionist. I see many people, they spend almost a half of year making one game. That's okay. That's very good. That's very good. That's very good for the creators like me, not for you. Because really what I'm talking this, I have 18 map data already. I'm like 18 times forward because I have data. Same as YouTube, same algorithm. Like if you don't publish, you never know your game is good or bad. And those people mostly tell me like my game is the best game. Well, how do you know? You never publish and you never have a data. You can't say by looking this game is good. You can't say that. Sorry, it's good for you because you create that game. Like imagine there is no mom says like this kid is bad. It's your kid, so it's gonna be always best kid ever. So it's your game, and it's always gonna be best game ever in your game, in your life. So don't marry with your game. That's my sentence. Next. Yeah, so perfectionist. Losing time a lot. Guys, okay. Some people I saw very good quality systems they integrate in their game, which is very good. However, I see many bad games and they spend many times for creating one game. Just publish it. Let the players decide your game is good or not. And number 4, I will say 1v1 games. I analyzed, I think, more than 70,000 games, and like 12,000 game is a 1 versus 1 game. And I really hate 1 versus 1 game. I have done 1 versus 1 pillars game, and imagine like there are many McDonald's around you, and you start opening burger fast food restaurant. What is your chance? What is your chance? It's 12 here in Japan and looking like, oh, crazy. I mean, you don't have enough chance. You're gonna make 10 map maybe to get the competition work for you. Forget about 1 versus 1 map. Forget about it. Never do that. Hey, so if you are watching me and you have done probably like 30% of the creators made 1 versus 1 map, and you are probably did that too, please don't make 1 versus 1 map, or stick to it. Like I see many people like 20 maps they make, and they have 1 versus 1 map, and they hit sometimes. They're good at making 1 versus 1 map. You know, it's like stone. You hit the stone 20 times and you break it. That's your strategy. I would not choose it. Like I don't want to compete with 12,000 game. I I think I made the third chameleon game in Fortnite. That time I had like 10, 11 players. First time in my life. What? Why? Because there are only 3 chameleon games, but there are 15,000 1 versus 1 game. How are you gonna be better? Most of the people will say, oh, my game's gonna be perfect. My game's gonna be better than them. Yeah, for sure. Okay, number 4, don't make 1 versus 1 game. Okay, what is the other mistakes? We say perfectionism. We say 1 versus 1 map. We say, what else? I would say, I would say, I mean, the education. Like, simply, most people don't read a book, don't read about how to improve. You're the only person I think you're watching this video. You're good. you're trying to educate yourself, you get free knowledge. Like, because I spend months and months and get this knowledge and I'm giving you this, and you get in just 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. You get this knowledge and you're multiplying your time to reward, right? You learn just by 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You didn't scroll down. That's why personal development really important for having good mindset, YouTube and Fortnite. Why? Because only 5% earn. 95% will not earn. So what does it mean? You need to be better than 95%. How? Educating, right? Because I see many people, even I share my knowledge, they don't listen. It's another psychology anyway. So yeah, that's it for today. I think these 5 steps, if you ignore, you will keep having less players. But if you try to understand the logic algorithm, then you will be having more players in your game. I hope you have a good day. So see you in the next video.